Doing a quick how-to video today to show you how to install a new controller specifically on the RadRover E-bike. Now unfortunately I was having issues with my previous controller, so Rad Power Bikes was nice enough to send me a new replacement. Now quick recap to go over the issues I was having. Basically when I turned the battery on I was getting 50 volts to the front headlight. And then when I turned the LCD display on I was also getting 50 volts to the headlight. And when I turn the headlight function on, it actually drops the voltage down to 10 volts. Now the way this is supposed to work is I'm not supposed to have any power going to the front headlight, and when I turn the headlight function on, I'm supposed to get 50 volts. So obviously I'm having issues with this controller, so I had to replace my existing controller with a new one. So hopefully this video helps. So to remove the controller, you're going to have to remove any accessories you have attached to the frame, and you're also going to have to remove the battery as well. Now to access the controller, to remove it, you'll also need to remove the battery tray. Simply 3 bolts that hold this thing in place, loosen it up, take them out, and that allows the base to come off of the frame and move out of the way. And thankfully the controller is held in there with just 4 screws and a U-bracket, so you'll just need to remove those screws and the controller will come right off the frame. And of course disconnect any of the cables for the controller. But there's actually one cable here, and mine, the connector actually kind of sits halfway up into the opening of the frame. So in my particular case, I was able to simply just turn the handlebars as far right as possible, and that gives enough slack in the wire all the way down to the frame, so when you get down here to the bottom, you can actually pull that wire out and disconnect the cable as needed and not have to worry about the cable actually sliding back up into the frame. And of course, don't forget to disconnect the cable that goes from the controller to the rear hub. Thankfully, this is actually really easy to get to. Just simply unplug it, and you'll also have to cut the zip ties that hold this cable into place. And there are 2 zip ties in place that you'll need to cut. And for you guys that are curious to know what the labels are on the back of the controller, here's a freeze frame. And because we have the power to edit, this is only about 15 seconds to reinstall the controller. On the video, in person, it was about 5 minutes. But I thought this would be a lot faster if we just kind of sped this up. So now that we have the new controller installed, it should work like this. There shouldn't be any power going to the front headlight. So it should show basically 0 volts. Then when you turn the headlight function on, it should instantly jump up to 50 volts. And this is the way it should work. And a quick easy modification I did, I was having glare come back from the headlight whenever I was riding the bike, and it was very annoying because you could see it off this clear piece on the top. So what I did was I simply took some black electrical tape, put it across the top right here, and that drastically cut down on the glare from the headlight being on. And it was super easy, super cheap fix. This is not a headlight I plan on using indefinitely, but for the time being, this is definitely a solution to that common issue that we have. So I hope this helps. If you thought this video was helpful, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, please post below. Have a great day.